Hello and welcome everybody to the next winning list video. I'm your host, ET, here with Joe Senior. We are Carnage Competitive, and this is our third video in the winning list series. We've had yet another win, another Carnage win at an RTT in Leeds by Gordon Easingwood with his Imperial Knights. Say hello, Gordon.
Good evening.
There we go. So yeah, Gordon came first at the Leodis Midweek Masters, 22 players, and went obviously 3-0. So we're just going to dive straight into the list, and he's going to talk to you a little bit about what it is, why he chose the units, and kind of the general tactics around it. So without further ado, here's the list.
Gosh, Knight meta.
Knights.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think Imperial Knights have the up and coming again. I think with the new patch releases.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, so looking at this, Carnage Rex, who were also my warlord, because you have to take a big knight unless you want to take one of the Imperial agents as your warlord, which the assassin can't take. But Carnage Rex is an absolute beast. He gets sustained hits, 5+ on all his attacks, shooting and melee. And he's a big knight, so he's quite hard to put down. His other ability to get
as well is the you can't get your assassinate for him very easily, can you? Because the little guy just pops out as a lone up and pisses off.
Yeah, that's part of his rules as well. So yeah, when you kill him, Hector pops out and runs off. So if you want to assassinate, you've got to aim down, and he's also lone up. So you can make it quite difficult to actually hunt him down.
That's the same with Bring It Down as well, isn't it? So you can't Bring It Down unless you kill Hector.
Bring It Down.
You don't get the credit for killing the unit unless you get them both.
Right.
Excellent. So it's a good way to deny. It's just a great unit for like denying those points.
Yeah. Strangely, he only died in one of the matches. He only died to the Space Marines. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get on to that.
Tell us about that when we get there. Yeah. So the Helverins then, I guess, do they still have your anti-fly when they're in your deployment zone and stuff like that?
Yeah. So Helverins have anti-fly if you're in your deployment zone or on an objective that you hold. That's quite big into some of the armies. Necrons and Tau have a lot of flying units, so do Eldar. So it means a strength 9 that normally people think it's not that amazing strength 9 into set vehicles, but if you've got the fly keyword, you can make it 2+.
Yeah, nice.
So the Helverins all had heavy stubbers for extra shots. So you've got about 14 light shots if you need them against infantry. The Warglaves obviously have a thermal spear, which is like a super melter, and I gave all them melter guns because with the recent changes to Knights, you get a reroll to hit and a reroll to wound with the Vow. So it just makes those melter shots super efficient.
Yeah,
definitely.
So, and melter shots are a pain in the ass anyway because it's just two dice, isn't it, for each thermal spear. So if you don't have a reroll, you can go entire turns without actually hitting a shot.
Yeah, the rerolls are massive. And this is a bit of a take on the Chaos Knights list, isn't it, with all the War Dogs?
Yeah. So not slightly as many because you haven't got the character, the character knight to take. So you do have to take, like say, an Imperial Agent or Canis Rex. I think Canis Rex is you see him in a lot of non-knight lists.
Yeah,
I think he could include.
Yeah.
And all the knights being OC8 as well is massive, isn't it?
Yes, that's massive. Particularly like in my first game, we'll go into it pushed things really in my favour.
Yeah, the
OC8 mod is just there waiting.
So what's your army rule with the Noble Lance or the detachment rule that you've got?
So the vow everyone takes is the one that gives you a reroll to hit and a reroll to wound. That's both in shooting and combat. Yeah. If you kill the enemy warlord, it gives you a 6 up feel no pain as well. So if you kill the enemy warlord though, in your next command phase, you gain 3 CP and your feel no pain goes to a 5+. So the entire army become very obnoxious to kill at that point.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's really strong. That. So what
That
you've got?
is really
the
strong.
enemy warlord.
Yeah.
Right.
But because it's quite a rare thing, people don't put that much thought into who the warlord is. So some people got odd choices.
I get that because like it never comes up. Like that's like one of the very first things I've heard of where like the warlord actually matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost inconsequential in 10th edition nowadays, isn't it?
So if Knights do make a bit of a comeback, obviously with these changes with a new pack, the bring it down is going to be better. The big Knights can do actions and shoot. Might make a little bit of a comeback. You actually want to make sure you're picking the correct warlord, really, because if you lose him by mistake against Knights, then you're sort of screwing yourself out. It's going to be twice as hard to kill.
Yeah.
A lot harder to kill.
Yeah. So yeah. People just pick somebody for the warlord who they like at this point. They don't think about it strategically, so that plays to it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and then cheeky Calidus in there.
Calidus.
Almost every Imperial list sees at some point.
Yeah. Just help you score points.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And
do you usually take? Go on.
The Vex big in some matchups as well.
Yeah, making something 2 CP. Especially like armor contempt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So do you usually take tactical with this list, or does it depend on your matchup?
It depends on the matchup, but I generally do play tactical with it.
Right.
What you find with Knights, because you play teleport homes, you've got the assassin, but then they can put the effort into killing the assassin. And then you've got to use one of your other assets then to sort of deploy teleport homers. And quite often that'll be someone like Canis Rex, who's the last person you want deploying a teleport homer at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, and also because of the high OC, a lot of the tactical missions will be achievable, like Storm Hostile and Cleanse and Extend Battle Lines and Secure No Man's Land. These like mid-board ones are actually quite easily achievable because you're fast and you've got high OC, so you can just plonk them on there, can't you, and score these points. So it's actually not. When you look at a night list, you think tactical is probably not a good idea, but actually, it is.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong, and the extra CP helps you.
Yeah.
Early on, you're discarding cards as well.
Yeah. All right, cool.
But yeah, you're very fast IOC. You can do some of like Storm Hostile objectives almost without trying against some setups.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. All right, so we're going to round 1 then. Let's see.
Let's do round 1. It was against Necrons, Canoptic Court. Let's have a look at the list and the terrain. So the mission was priority targets. It was Dawn of War deployment, if I'm right. And the list is on screen now. So do you want to talk us through kind of your game plan with this one?
So I knew that he had the very difficult to kill Wraith blocks that he was going to use to try and hold the objectives.
Yeah, two times 6 of them. Yeah.
But I did know that two mini Knights, 2 of the Armigers out OC'd them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my plan was to feed 3 of the Knights towards each objective. So I could push off his control, which Canoptic Court, he needs to hold the middle to get his reroll ability.
Yeah.
Right.
So the high OC on the Armigers pushed him out of his reroll ability, which seriously reduces their effectiveness.
Yeah. And they also and then they're going to struggle to kill you without the rerolls as well, right?
Yeah. So like Wraiths only hit on 4s. So without the rerolls, they become very ineffective.
Wounding in 5s into your Helverins.
Wounding 5 into Helverin. Yeah. You've still got 4 up armor save against that. The Helverins and the Armigers were Warglaves. They are killing them as well. So you slowly grinding the numbers down. And then once you've got them pinned in place, you can throw Canis in. So Canis is a character. So he can precision out the Technomancer.
Nice.
I mean, the guy I played was very canny though, because he kept his Technomancers out of line of sight behind walls. So he knew it.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Yeah. But luckily, Canis has a 9 damage attack. So went through on the Wraiths. The feel no pain isn't quite enough to save him.
Still getting through him. Yeah. So how many attacks does he get with like 9 damage?
He gets 5 attacks, but all of the attacks it's on 2s. Any 5s or 6s explode with sustained hits, and he gets the inbuilt reroll.
Yeah, so I bet he was chewing through them Wraiths quite a bit, wasn't he?
So it's quite easy out of your 5 attacks to get 7 or 8 hits, and then their strength 20, I think it is strength 20 minus 3, 9 damage.
Right.
Casually 9 damage.
What was the hardest thing to deal with apart from the Wraiths then in this list? You've got Transcendent Catan, you've got Illuminator's Harass, you've got a squad of Death Marks. Actually, that can probably punch out quite a bit of damage.
Serraz is like a mini Catan.
Yeah.
Serraz were very difficult to kill until he got in melter range. He's blown up as well near any Necrons.
Okay.
So he's literally targetable. I think it were the Doomstalkers, because he's got the lone op strat, so he can sort of shoot you without impunity.
Yeah,
he can shoot you, and you can't focus him back. So all the time I had to account for that. I had to make both of them a target that I could aim for, because I knew I weren't shooting one of them.
Yeah, okay.
And did your melters come up quite handy against the Catan as well, as the melter damage goes through the half damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it more defensively that, because you were aware of the melter shots, the Catan didn't come anywhere near him. So Catan almost into a scoring unit role, which
because
not what you want a 200-odd point model doing.
Yeah. rather than sacrifice them, he just used them for
because he basically teleports about every time he advances. He deep strikes back in, so he took tactical missions as well. So when deploy teleport homers came up, he was the guy.
It's not great using your Catan to do teleport homers, is it?
What was the score on this one, Joe?
This was 93-85, so it was quite close, to be fair.
Quite close. So I took the lead early on, but it did make quite a comeback. The Immortals hit harder than you think with Serez. So it pushes their AP up and reduces the incoming AP. Serez is quite threatening himself, not quite strong enough against Knights, but he's strength 9 minus 3 damage on nearly all his attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
So it can be quite scary.
Really, you have a 4 appeal pain as well.
Yeah, he's got 4 up invul and a 4 up feel no pain.
He's
got 9 wounds, his toughness 8, I think it is. And he regens, and he gets blown up near any Necron unit.
Right.
He's a beast.
Very tough to do.
So you eventually got them 2 into melter range and took care of them.
Yeah. But it's far more firepower than what you'd like to put into what is basically one character.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the fact you can out OC the Wraiths, like you said at the start, was the main reason why you won this, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And did you take tactical in this mission as well?
Yeah.
Excellent. Cool. And I think I'm right in thinking that these were the only points you dropped.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, in this mission.
In this tournament.
This tournament. So you dropped 7 points in the whole tournament.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I thought so.
I think it was a bit of a bad pull with some of the cards, which I think with the new mission pack coming up, I think that disappears to an extent. So I think playing tactical will become more fluid for opponent.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use new orders every turn's pretty big. And some more of the cards are a bit more flexible, aren't they? Like Capture, you can put back in. Storm, you can keep or put back in on turn 1.
Yeah.
So, I think Tactical is going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be good when there's new things come out. Right, should we move on to round 2?
Yeah, move on.
All right, round 2, it was Space Marines, Iron Hands. Seen a lot of these at the moment. I guess people running Space Marines are running Iron Hands detachments.
What was it? What's detachment has he gone for?
I'll show you.
He wasn't running the Iron Storm detachment, which threw me a little bit at the beginning. It was actually,
okay.
He just put Iron Hands in.
running the Vanguard detachment.
All right.
Which
Okay.
gives you stealth and cover against shooting.
Okay.
So it did make it quite difficult to deal with at range.
Yeah.
So I think the thing in this matchup, though, he had very limited anti-tank. So he struggled into the Knights.
If you look down the list that he's brought, he's literally got the Storm Raven that could probably do damage, and potentially the Brutalis. He hasn't really got anything to deal with Knights. Yeah.
I think the Eliminators had the Las Fusils, but I think they're only strength 9. So although they're decent, it's 5 to wound you again. And he sort of gambled. He pushed a big gamble early on where he put his Blade Guard squad with the characters in, ran for Canis, and he failed a 5-inch charge and left him high and dry with Canis stood.
Let's be realistic, right? If a 6-man Blade Guard veteran squad charges Canis, they're not killing it.
Yeah.
They're not killing it anyway.
It was a bit of a gamble. I'd put him out on the line, so I knew it was going to happen, but the gamble paid off because he couldn't kill Canis.
Yeah.
And he threw out probably the best unit on that turn.
This was taken hold, and obviously you've got 9 Knights, and he's only got 3 units with any sort of decent OC on there, from what I can see.
Yeah. So he couldn't hold any objectives.
Yeah.
Hold any objective.
Gordon, this was 100 to 51.
Yeah.
So there was not, I don't think, anything, scary in the list. I think we should got rid of the Storm Raven.
The Storm Raven, but again, although the Storm Raven takes -1 damage, I've got Melters. So he tried to play dedicated with the Storm Raven, but that limited its effectiveness. And then once it came in close, that were it.
Yeah,
it didn't last very long. I think the highlight of that match for us both when he's a Assault Bolter, is it Inceptors?
Yeah.
Bolter jumped in and literally bolted a Mini Knight to death.
What, the Inceptor squad?
Oh yeah, it was just so unexpected. It just
that's
dropped him. Yeah, 6s to wound as well. 6s to wound.
Just roll a million 6s.
Yeah. From wound, well, just dropped him.
I love dice. That's excellent.
I love dice.
I love dice. Mine always roll terribly, but when they roll nicely, it can be quite fun. So again, you took tactical on this mission, and obviously got 100.
Yeah, 100 points here.
Yeah,
that's
not
really
much
good
to say
going.
about that, other than you just can't deal with Gordon's list really with that list.
No, there's nothing. No, there's nothing on there. Is that you beat? I mean, you did the right thing. You focused down the 2 main things that are going to cause you damage, which is a Storm Raven and a Brutalis. I mean, really, you should have focused down those Inceptors, because you can roll that many 6s. If it were me, Gordon, I'd be going to the table and be like, "Those Inceptors need to die." But that's just me. That's just me.
You just knew we were going to roll them 6s.
Right, let's move on then to round 3. So round 3, CSM Renegades.
Okay. This was against who's a pretty good player down at Leodis.
Oh, is this Rowan Hess?
Yeah. So
yeah. Came to our last event.
He regularly podiums down there. So this was a good win against the Gordon. This finished 100 to 91. So you got another 100. Just managed 91. So
this was Purge the Foes. This was kill one, kill more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So very early on, I went first. I had first go, so I didn't kill a unit in my first go.
Right. Okay.
Gave him an early lead.
Yeah.
Did he get one of yours then?
Back, yeah. Because he had the Warp Talons. So the Warp Talons now charge, fight you. At the end of combat, if they're clear, they can just disappear back into reserve off the board.
Mm-hmm.
But in this detachment, I think he's also got a strap to fall back and do it.
Okay, so which detachment was this then?
It's the Renegade Raiders.
Renegade Raiders, yeah.
It gives all your assault, And anytime you attack anybody on an objective, you get an extra point of AP.
Yeah, this is one of the strongest ones, I think.
This is one of the stronger ones. So it pushed like the warp talents to -3.
Yeah, and they reroll wounds as well. So did he whittle your knight down a bit, shove the talons in to finish it off, get the kill one, kill more, and then the warp talons pissed off?
Yeah, and then they disappear. Next turn, they can rapid ingress if you need to come back in.
Yeah, they're really good.
So there were one turn where they failed to do what they needed to do, and he'd used his CP, so I had to capitalise on that turn to take them out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So
how did it go then after turn 1?
Yeah. I think the other thing in my favour where he had to throw more assets into the Armigers, the small knights, to take them out once the warp talons had gone. So in Purge the Foe, he was putting the units with the Chaos Lords in. So he'd kill one, but that's 2 units there for me to take in return.
Yeah.
So that attrition over the game allowed me to pull myself back into it.
Yeah, that's fair. I think knights are good on this mission, right? Because to kill one, kill more, you usually do have to put a couple of assets to bring a knight down.
Yeah.
Like you say, and then you can just get the kill one, kill more back. And again, you high OC, you get in the hold more sometimes. You can deny him the hold more quite easily. So yeah.
What were the scariest things? I mean, for me, I'm looking at the 2 Predator Destructors and the 2 Venom Crawlers.
They're all fairly scary, to be fair.
CSM punch up really hard, don't they?
Yeah. Because they've still got the ability to, with the Dark Packs, to either take lethals or sustained hits. Mm-hmm. So suddenly, although the spiders, the Venom Crawlers, are strength 7 or 8, I think it is, the wounding on 5s, 12 attacks with lethals.
Yeah.
Quite scary. Then the -1 AP goes to -2. 2 damage a shot. It does soon rack up.
Yeah.
He stacks his abilities.
Yeah.
So I think
the Legionary.
Yeah,
the Legionary Lord punch up as well, don't they? Pretty hard because do they reroll wounds as well?
Reroll. I think reroll once to wound. Reroll all wounds if you have an objective, which then just ties into the extra point of AP as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
-2, -3, -4, I think.
Yeah.
And the Chaos Lords have the ability, I think it boosts the number of attacks and damage for 1 combat phase. So obviously on the go turn, he's bumping his attacks up with that ability. And he picks up the full rerolls to wound as well.
Yeah, it's quite spicy. So how many knights did he take down in the end?
He took down by the end of the game. He was the only guy who took Canis out, but he had to overcommit to Canis. But I think he took Canis and 6 of the mini knights down by the end of the game.
Okay. Did he kill Hector as well? Did he kill Hector as well?
Yeah, Hector made it away.
Classic.
He killed him in the combat phase, and there was nothing for him to get in with then.
I love it.
Hector made it away. So, but again, denied him an actual kill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't count as the kill for the kill one, kill more then.
No.
Amazing.
You don't count the kill unless you get Hector as well.
Right. Okay. Did he take?
It literally says on it. It says until this unit does not count as being destroyed unless you kill Hector, doesn't it? So every scoring, whether that be a secondary, a fixed, or a mission rule, it just doesn't matter. You can't get it unless you kill Hector. It's great. Sorry, Joe, I keep interrupting you about the Did Rowan bring it down on this mission then?
He actually played tactical.
Did he really? All right.
Yeah. I think the thing is sometimes bring it down's a bit of a trap, because if you decide to play defensively, how does he score the points?
Yeah, maybe he was thinking about the fact that he would have to trade 2 for 1, 2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Yeah.
So to bring it down, he's going to lose the primary battle on this mission, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting.
he's got the Nurglings and things, the Poxbringer.
Yeah.
He'll score effectively.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff here for like scoring points, hasn't he? A lot of different options. So I guess tactical probably was the way to go.
Yeah. So well, a good win against a good player in the last round then.
Yeah, fantastic. So 7 points dropped across the tournament. 193 points in total. 293 points in total. At the Shark Tank, that is Midweek Masters. Absolutely fantastic, that, Gordon. You should, well played, mate. Really well played.
Yeah, it's good, that. And Knight's about to receive a few buffs, obviously, with a new pack. Like we were discussing earlier, bring it down. They're not really going to give it away anymore. I think you have to kill.
Bring it down to bad secondary against them now, because I think you literally have to kill 10 of the mini knights.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You get 2, don't you, for killing a knight because they've got 14 wounds?
12 wounds.
12, so there's 2 points.
2 points in the new pack.
Right.
So that's really good.
I'll you a few more, but you are committing to killing an entire knight army then.
So we're going to see him a lot more, aren't we? We're going to see Imperial Knights a lot more.
We might see him a little bit more.
I think you'll see Imperial Knights a little bit more. I think you'll see Chaos Knights more to an extent. Again, the changes to battle line. All the mini knights are battle line.
All the mini knights battle line. That's pretty big if some of the missions include them mission rules with a battle line buffs.
Is there any bonus for them then?
And then of course there's the fact that Titanic units can action and still shoot, so you can do actions with your big knights, still shoot. And then in deployment as well, you're going to be able to helps a little bit with deployment, because when you put a knight down, your opponent has to drop 2 units. So a few little buffs, nothing like crazy, but definitely helps. Definitely helps them out. So well, Gordon.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Gordon, for being on. We're just gonna go through the end bits now. So, in this next week, we've got quite a few more videos coming for you. We've got Talking Tau with Jacob Whitehouse, which is already ready to go. That'll be with you early next week for anyone who's interested. Just doing a big faction review with Jacob, who is one of the highest rated players in the UK right now. Finished in the ITC just behind Kyle Grundy in the last ITC. Very, very good player, and obviously great member of Team Carnage. We've also got another winning list on the way from Wednesday, where Jacob won our last midweek warfare, our Wednesday warfare at the Outpost. So that'll be on the way next week.
Mm-hmm.
And we've also got the #1 UK player in Sisters, Scott Morris.
From last season.
From last season. He finished first with Sisters in the last season. Team Carnage member Scott Morris, and we'll be doing a codex review of the new Sisters Codex. So that'll be a great one to do. We're really excited to do that. So keep an eye on the socials, keep an eye on the channel to see these videos come out in the next couple of weeks. If you want to visit our website, there's the website link in the description, where you can have a look at our 40k flash tees, which are t-shirts designed by tattoo artists from up and down the country. They get paid per t-shirt sale, so you're not just buying a cool t-shirt, you're also supporting a local business and an artist at the same time. And our next events are on the 7th of July, so 3 weeks time, in Holmfirth. That's our biggest RTT of the year at 44 players. So if you fancy that, get on the website, you can buy tickets there. And the one after that is another RTT in August at the Outpost in Sheffield, where we hold our Wednesday warfare every month. 32 places for that. So if you fancy that as well, those tickets are available on our website. I'd also like to say that coming up, and it'll be here sooner, before we know it, is the big Carnage GT at Element Games. 44 players, 2 days, 5 rounds, 2k points. It's going to be huge. It's going to be a great weekend, is that. So if you fancy a big GT and coming to see our mugs in person and meeting a few of the Team Carnage members, then then get to Stockport and get to Element Games. It's going to be fantastic. So yeah, thanks everybody for sticking around. Thanks Gordon for being on, and we will see you in the next one.
See you later, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.